Fade in.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Friday pre-flight. I just ran over here right from Midnight's Edge in the morning. Normally spend Fridays there covering the same stuff we cover everywhere else. And today we got into some wonderful subject matter that I rather enjoyed. It's good to see so many of you in the chat already. Hopefully we are able to push through here on YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble as we are simulcasting in multiple places. Yeah, welcome to the weekend of Mother's Day. Don't forget, Sunday is Mother's Day. Hopefully you can say some nice things to and about your mother. But as we are on May 12th, 12 days into the month, we have a lot to reflect upon over the course of just even the last 48 hours. One of the stories that bothers me the most, of course, is Twitter, which we'll get to. We do a little update on the InBev, the Anheuser-Busch InBev situation, and maybe cover a few other items, including some box office. But we got Blue Tiger here very early on. In fact, all the way from this morning saying, I've got my ticket. I went through security. I don't know how that got in my carry-on, I swear. Oh, that's funny. Now I'm waiting at the gate ready to take off. Well, thanks for joining us in the lounge, Blue Tiger, and hail the 199. Mr. Grant Gregory's joining us. Good to see you, my friend. I have a mountain of videos to record for you to edit now that I actually will have some time this weekend, so be prepared, my friend. Maverick Pilgrim is here. I'm a first-timer, so go easy on me. Well, thank you, A, for following me on Twitter. I appreciate it, and thanks for checking out the show. I do appreciate that as well. Captain Fandom Nerd is here, one of the great mods and channels here on YouTube. We got Lord Thoth in the house, an amazing mod. There's Mr. Hemorrhoid Hertz. Good morning in a hotel room, 4 a.m., but I'm in a position with my little phone. Well, that's good. Enjoy. The Bosco scenario is here. Put your trays down and enjoy your drink. That's right. Who knew? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. The salt must flow. It really must. Really must. John Sapola's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Another amazing mod in Darren Hughes. We've got Low Spec Linux Laptop, David Glenn, Dragon Master 360, and another amazing mod in the Union of Amateur Strategists. Looks like Rebel's here. A few other folks like, oh, the lovely Elizabeth Young is here. Cash is here. What's up, Cash? Look, it's Zacharot. What is going on, Zacharot? I hope you're doing well. Brettermeyer is here. What is up? Saying pre-flight. Indeed. Escapegoat. What's up? That's one of my favorites. Escapegoat. It's great. Hey, look, it's OC Dobbins saying hello again. It's a great song by the Cars. Hello again. Tender Warrior 68. Greetings and happy fantabulous Friday, everyone. Indeed. What's up, Hank? Hope you're doing well. Culture is rocking, the best here on YouTube. Well, thank you for that. I try. Yeah, Latino, I am going to have to stretch. Yeah, as soon as I get out of this chair, it's time to do some stretching. Thank you for that, Latino Slant. Check out Paulie's channel. Dude's informed and has great guests. A lot of fun. Good friend, too. Great trainer. Mighty Orbots is in the house. Like drop. That's right. Do that like drop. Indeed. Walter Tomaszewski is here again. We got Mike Lennox. George Moyers is here. Good to see you. Greetings. That's right. Love that. Trinoculus P is joining us as well. Let's get started, folks. I know there's more people that are filtering in right now, and I know there are folks over on Rumble, which I don't have the chat pulled up yet. Naughty me, but I'll get there in a second. Let's just get started because we do have quite a few stories, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to cover them before we all head off to our other weekend shows. I think I saw the men's room in here too, so hello. All right. So much to my dismay and disappointment last night, we started to get news yesterday afternoon that Elon Musk had picked a replacement as CEO of his company. And it started to become rumored that it was a former president at Universal, NBC, or NBC Universal, whichever way you want to say it. Basically, the giant Comcast company. And as that name leaked out and people did just the minimal amount of research, we find out that this is a WEF adherent and somebody who is very much about putting restrictions on your life. Now, mind you, we're supposed to be getting no censorship on the Twitter platform. I assure you that this person is going to reinstate a lot of things that we thought we were rid of. So Elon Musk has officially named Linda Yaccarino as the Twitter CEO. Now, does this company actually need a CEO? I don't know. It's privately held. I don't know if Musk is eventually going to make this, back to being a public company again. But anyway, this is the lady. He says officially in a tweet, I'm excited to welcome Linda Yaccarino as the new CEO of Twitter. Linda Yack will focus primarily on business operations while I focus on product design and new tech. Looking forward to working with Linda to transform this platform into X, which is the everything app. What else is there to say? Of course, they break down how this works out over at NBC Universal. I don't care, to be fair. But this is a person that, supposedly is great at selling ads and ad space. That's why. WEF affiliated? Yes, at the very least. This person is hardcore WEF. Right? The people that give us ESG. Yeah, an NPC? Nah, maybe. Not good, though. Not good. Yep. ESG cultist? Yep. WEF cultist? Yep. Yep. One world government cultist? Yep. And so, what was the point then, Elon? You let the wolf into the chicken coop again. Bring her in, hire her. Yeah, Gregor says I don't trust Musk. Why? Why would this happen? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just dumbfounded. It's not a good situation for us. Really isn't. Casey Charlie Chats says, would be funny if she puts Elon in Twitter jail someday. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. Hey, Commander, it's Rick of Shadow. TGIF indeed. And thank you. Hey, what's up? SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor. Man, I got to get better at saying that. You knew they were going to handle on Twitter eventually, get a handle on Twitter eventually. Well, he invited the wolf in the chicken coop. Yeah. WEF ESG sucks hard in the paint. They do. Yeah. Maybe some WEF guys infiltrated them to gather info. I don't know. CultureCasino, rest in pieces, Twitter. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, by the way, I think I'm live on Twitter right now. I think so. So feel free to let Elon know how I feel about this. Yeah. So much for freedom of speech. So much to be free from the globalist mission. Dronoculus P asked the obvious question. I wonder what Tucker will think. I think Tucker's going to think that maybe it wasn't a good time to move over to Twitter as a show location. I know he could do quite well on Rumble. And of course they want to ban Trump again. He hasn't come back yet, though. What's up, Titan, in the 199? Hemorrhoiders. She sounds like a real free speech advocate now. No. Are you kidding? This is an agenda-driven person. And whose agenda? Klaus's agenda. Whose house? Klaus's house. Oh, well. The men's room. Just when Twitter is becoming fun. RIP Twitter. Yep. I imagine because of how effective memes are, I imagine this lady's going to try to get memes under control too. Yeah, I'm not anxious about it, Elizabeth Young. I'm just disappointed. I thought Elon was going to take this platform and do amazing things with it. I thought it was going to rival YouTube and all the other things here in a few years. I mean, he's got the brain power and the bandwidth to do it, and we'll see. Maybe people begin to wake up from the Musk mania. He's a hardcore one world. I'm not sure. Not sure if he's a one worlder. I do know he has a financial stake in the quote unquote green economy, which, I believe is portrayed inaccurately. Sorry, I have to be careful. DJ Ronnie G, what's up, man? Says, I just like his rocket company. Maybe the corporate lady is just a clock puncher who doesn't carry the ideology between jobs. Some of her posts are pretty clear, and you can look her up. She's easy to find on Twitter. It's easy to find. You can find her history and the things she does. You can look her up on the World Economic Forum. There's no such thing as a savior, says Gregor Mures. Yours. Yes. Yeah. What's up? Dadman Walking 55. Good to see you. Grace Randolph is Princess Screech, jealous of Peach. Indeed. Yeah, the fun lasted not too long. That's true. The Tucker thing is controlled opposition. It wasn't so controlled. They had to get rid of him. That's the problem. Channel surf. I've only been on tour for 2 weeks. That didn't last long. Well, look, it's not going to go away immediately. Yeah, and I am on Getter, to be fair. I'm on Getter and Mines as well. So, yeah, I ain't eating no bugs. Oh, well, if the ideology's interposed, yeah. Yeah, he's an adherent. I see you finished blow drying your hair culture. I did, Dave Bob. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hey, got Shrap 3D in the chat. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm not yawning at this. I'm just tired. It's been a week. And of course, the thing everybody's going to talk about for a while, outside of this Elon thing, because if this proves to be a disaster, he's going to get called out 3 ways to Sunday. The entire market's headed downward, guys. I think I was talking about this and predicting it for a while. But then the market's headed downward. Dow was down 152 points, NASDAQ 91, and the S&P is down 24. It's still higher than I expected. I expected it to be sliding down to 3,000, 3,500. We'll see. But the thing I'm talking about specifically when it comes to stocks is the Belgian company, Anheuser-Busch InBev, which is, well, still suffering the consequences of their April 1st their advertisement that they put together with an influencer that really, really hurt them. So I'm not signed in right now. All right. So, yeah, here it is. Anheuser-Busch InBev. It is down to 6103. It's not down as low as it was today, but this is not going the right direction. You know, closing out at 6103 is not good. Could this go down further? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we'll see what it closes at, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good for them. And I'm just not surprised. We were talking about this on Midnight's Edge in the morning, and being downgraded is a huge deal. And I understand. I mean, it's only one analyst so far that's done this, but it's going to be more. It's going to be more. I mean, the stories they write themselves at this point. I mean, this is from yesterday morning, I think. No, I'm sorry, Friday morning. Anheuser-Busch stock downgraded by HSBC analyst over Bud Light crisis. And you know what? They're right. Bud Light sales tank in New York, even in the Northeast. Here's the thing, though. There's spillover. That's funny, right, with beer? There's spillover. It's not just Bud Light, it's all the brands. And this is the way boycotts have to work, guys. If we're really going to have some influence over these decision-making processes of these corporations and investors, to be fair, you have to get all the brands, all 160 of them. Just swear them off. A lot of people aren't ever coming back. Seriously. So anyway, so the parent company was downgraded by analysts at HSBC, who say the brand is in the midst of a crisis following its ties to the social media influencer. Carlos Laboya, managing director at HSBC's global beverage sector, downgraded the stock to a hold status. And I'm gonna stand by this. I'm gonna stand by this and say the following. This is not good because this is going to indicate to a lot of people might be time to sell. And I'm certainly not going to give you any advice whatsoever. No stock advice. It's not something that I would even wish for you to do. Follow my advice when it comes to the market. But this is really bad. LeBoy said that the backlash to the influencers branding partnership is a sign that there are deeper problems than Anheuser-Busch InBev admits. And that's absolutely true. Ooh, this is a good question. I think this is in reference to the previous subject with Twitter. I also wonder what Rogan thinks. I'm sure we'll find out, though. Hey, what's up, Jason? Somebody's taking things quite seriously. Make Plutton face. There you go. Where are you flying to? Well, I'm not flying to anywhere today, but if that's conversation in the lounge, that's fine. Or I'm releasing heat from my head. Well, very good. There's a lot of heat in my head. Let me tell you. And I'm under these lights. Woof. Hello. So Wall Street finished their trading day. Have we had the market close yet? My brain's not working, guys. Yeah, the entire market's down substantially. Good gravy. Yeah, we have a little bit before the market closes, so about half an hour. Right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, sorry, I'm not it's not important. But anyway, so back to the article. So is Anheuser-Busch InBev's leadership getting the brand culture transformation right? It's mixed. No, I don't think any of those things. At AmBev, we think the answer is yes. In the U.S., we think it's a no. Why did its U.S. leadership underestimate the risk of pushback given the recent experience of other firms? That's a good question. Is Anheuser-Busch hiring the best people to grow brands engaged risk? I think that answer is clear. That Heinerscheid's chick was a bad decision. Bad decision. Very, very bad. Yeah, stop buying all brands under Anheuser-Busch and InBev. That's 160 brands. And very helpfully, Elizabeth and everybody else that's here, in the video that Andre put together on Midnight's Edge, not only does he break down this entire thing, especially explaining why ESG has the effects that it does, I think he gives you an entire list of all 160 brands. So Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5 says it's not about stock price, irrelevant stat. It's the permanent damage to the brand. Well, that's true, but that's coming along with it. Pinochet, I would argue that a lot of people who've left the brands now, the Anheuser-Busch brands, they'll never return. I'm not going to buy any more Anheuser-Busch InBev products. I have the full list. It's very easy for me to avoid all of them. I'm going to lean more into my wine. I mean, to be fair, I have an absolutely giant glass just ready for more wine right there. So there you are. But anyway, I'll continue. It's the permanent damage to the brand. Question we should all be asking is which ESG company to ruin next. So I agree. I'll tell you what, based on the housing market right now, both Blackstone and BlackRock are having big trouble. Yep, big trouble. Not good. But thank you for the super chat, my friend. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show. So we'll give you a nice one this time.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
There you go. Yeah, the price certainly doesn't say buy. Yeah, first of all, you never listen to Jim Cramer. Do the opposite. Yes, there's actually an index club that actually does the opposite of what Cramer does. I guess it does pretty well, but pretty funny. Even when drank never stood, never could stand butt wiper. Yep. Oh, even when you drink, I understand. Yeah. Is YouTube limiting? Is YouTube like Verizon limiting bandwidth? I don't know. It shouldn't be. I'm sending up at. I could be sending up at 4K right now. I think the maximum for StreamYard is 1080p. So it could just be the settings on the particular video. You have to go down to the wheel and change the video settings. Yeah, it's coming up on it. Yeah, we're coming up on close. Thank you, Dave Bob. Yeah, well, Chad's here. This is a guy that knows some money stuff too. Yeah, I like the idea that people are leaning into this. Yeah, if Budweiser and Bud Light are iconic American brand ideas that have long brought consumers together, why do these marketers fail to invite new consumers without alienating its core base? These are all questions that you're supposed to ask before you make a move like this, even if it's part of a broader strategy. You should be able to answer all these questions and mitigate any risk that you would have. They failed to do that. They didn't recognize it at all. So, when it comes to what these analysts are saying and the questions that they're asking, these are all things that, a base level marketer would know. Somebody who just graduated with a bachelor's out of college should know all this shit walking in the door. Wow, I cursed. Of a company. And to be fair, I never would have thought that Budweiser would have sold to a foreign company, but they did. So nationwide retail sales of the brand are down 23.4% versus a year ago, worse than the 21.4% decline it suffered a week earlier. These numbers are going the wrong way, and they're going to continue to go down. This is bad. Very, very bad. Hey, there's Tom. What's up, Tom? Hope you're doing well. Martin Vasquez is here. Good to see you. We got lots of people rolling in from Midnight's Edge in the morning. Thanks for the boost. I appreciate it. You guys are great. Chat comes up, but the stream won't load. You guys are having all kinds of weirdness. Maybe they don't love me. I have not yet seen it. It's in my queue of my watch list, though. Kai, I will check it out. I have to check it out. It's really simple. You could really fix this. If you were Budweiser, you could really fix this, but they won't because they need that holdover money. They need that money. I haven't looked into Vanguard recently, but that's a good question, Trinoculus P. Maybe we'll dive into that in a bit. Nearsighted Cyclops. Hard for me to boycott something I don't buy. They have a lot of beverage types. I mean, they own Cutwater and stuff like that. This is about 160 brands. Yeah, I got wine right here. There, that's the one I wanted to highlight right there. And Floral's in the chat. Floral's awesome. Pinochet's helicopter tour for $5. It's okay, folks. In the past, corporations used to send in the CIA to enforce consumer compliance. InBev's parent country cut hands off of the Congolese in mines. That's true. Yeah, a lot of people are not super happy with Belgians. So thanks for that wonderful, uplifting statement, Pinochet. I appreciate it, my friend. Let's do this one.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever dollar sign you chose to stop at.
Larry. The name's so nice. You say it twice. Larry. InBev is a European company. Yep, Belgium. Yep. Yeah, OBS can do 4K. YouTube does not dig it. Nope. It is what it is. Sorry, sip of water for the working man. How big is Super Chat is required to see those cow orders? Well, something like that. Mr. Buttcrack Media's here. Check him out. What's up, Mr. Buttcrack? That's a man, baby. And here's a genius right here. My buddy Jason over at Sci-Fi for Me TV says, always one of the first things I ask a client, who's your market? And what do you want to tell them? That's the keys to effective advertising. You have to know the people. You do. The interesting part of this conversation is it's taken its toll on other brands under Anheuser-Busch. And I think it's going to hit all of them, Anheuser-Busch InBev. I think it is. I miss the days when Anheuser-Busch was an American company. I really do. Well, Modelo is also owned by Anheuser-Busch. By the way. So sales of Bud's Ultra brand, the third biggest selling in the U.S. behind number 1 and number 2, were down 4.4%. Shares of InBev were down 1.9%. It's down more than that now. They're losing market share and they're losing market cap. How long that'll go on for, I don't know. Again, not a financial analyst. Yeah, it kind of screwed that up, didn't they, John Cipolla? They can't market themselves as the king of beer anymore. Anheuser-Busch should focus or buy into frozen concentrated orange juice. I agree. Gosh, I would love to see trading places kind of maneuver happen. Andrew Wordner, good to see you. There's 16-bit mascot. It's true. All the karaoke stuff would I'm assuming be perfectly fine on Rumble. That's true. I think that Tom should consider Rumble. Yeah, Jack Daniels as well. Yeah, I won't be buying that anymore. Yeah. Our plane circling the airport. The pilot refuses to land the plane until there are 100 likes. I agree, Darren Hughes. Let's get to 100 likes. There's 80 of you in the chat. Please consider hitting the like button down below. This is weird. This seems to be a widespread issue. I wonder if it's Verizon. That's so weird. Hey, what's up, Timmy? Good to see you. Tim Hayes. What's up? Hemorrhoid Hurt says, I spent about 10 million plus on primary market research to understand our market and build detailed psychographic profiles. I can't believe Bud Light didn't have this data. I can't believe they didn't. Right? Sip of water for the working man. That's right. Nudge, nudge, wink. That's right. I know a Jeremy guy that does that, right? Sip of water for the working man. There's ice in that. It's nice and cold. Weasel. Well, hail, everybody. 199. Well, hail to you. There's Willie. The Monkey King. Blackie is here. There's Floral. Driving a bus. All right, be safe. Yeah, Corona, Pacifico, Bohemia. Yep, there's a ton of those brands. So anyway, so within weeks, the two marketing executives that started this whole mess, they took a leave of absence. The question is, will they be back? I don't know. Agenda trumps facts and data. Well, it doesn't help the pocketbook at all. The 199. There you go. And of course, and this was pointed out over on Midnight's Edge in the morning, and Tom has pointed it out a couple of times, but the guy that built Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light to what it became, not happy. Robert Lackey, the guy that made all the really cool commercials that Tom was, showing off and talking about today and yesterday. He's not happy, and he shouldn't be. He really did build this brand entirely, and basically decades of work are down the drain, all for a can of beer. And he's like, it took us 20 years to take Bud Light to the number one in the country, and it took them a week to dismantle it. And they're faced by a revolt by conservative activists. No. See, this word should be customer. And it's not even just conservative customers, right? A revolt by customers after partnering with a social media influencer. Bud Light had no one but itself to blame for its drop in popularity. There you go. And what's funny is it's number one beer in America. It has been forever, courtesy of this man, Mr. Lackey. And it's not anymore. And the lady that came in and spouted a bunch of BS like a couple weeks before this campaign got kicked off, or this advertisement, because I know they don't want you to say the word campaign. You know what? I'm going to say the word campaign. This ad campaign from this influencer. Prior to that, 2 weeks prior to that, you had this Heinerscheid chick on this call that was recorded, which, you can watch the whole thing. She's talking about all the agenda-driven stuff and that they have to get younger. First of all, I find that troubling. But, I don't think marketing to kids like that is a good plan. You want to market at younger adults, okay. But marketing this way is incredibly, incredibly frustrating. Anyway. Yeah, I remember Ed McMahon doing live Budweiser commercials on The Tonight Show. Sure. Lots of stuff used to be advertised on live television. Hey, there's Daryl the Derelict. What's up? John Platt's here. There's a proper pint. And here's some sad news for me, too. I like Boddington's. That's Anheuser-Busch InBev, so can't do that anymore. Apolomies. Hey, dear, please be safe, and thank you for what you do. Let's see. Eduardo Guerrero is here. Good to see you. A few other folks rolled in the door. I just don't know. I mean, the Budweiser Frogs was a great commercial. The What's Up ads were great, right? What's up? And again, they're blaming conservatives. This bothers me. Technically, I am not a conservative. I'm a center-left libertarian. I mean, if I don't usually dive too deeply into any of that, other than times when I'm hanging out with Comics Division. But also, misinformation and disinformation. The only people talking about this are you guys. You guys. I thought Miller was number one in beer. No, it was Bud Light. Hey, what's up, Duralon? Good to say. Conservative activists. Haha, sounds like projection from woke activists. Exactly. That is projection. Indeed. Whoa, Mr. Buttcrack Media drops a 220 Canadian. Thank you, my friend. Says, do you know if Anheuser-Busch has any connection to Molson? Well, let's take a look. Oh, I think Molson is Molson Coors, but I'll double check. I'm scrolling. I have the list of all of the stuff. You can get it too. It's easy to find. Yeah, I don't think they have any association. I think it's Molson Coors. Yeah, Molson Coors is the company. It's Coors Brewing. Canadian American company, multinational drink brewing. Yep, I think you're safe. And they also acquired Miller Brewing. So there you go. So there's your answer, and here's your super chat. Thank you.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate it, Mr. Buttcrack Media. What's up, Jay Price? You shouldn't be marketing to 21. Nope. Anybody under 21 should not be a marketing target for beer. Labatt's is on the list. Didn't see Molson, Guinness, so Bass and Harp are okay. Yeah, the Clydesdales have been around forever for Budweiser. Yeah. So Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5. Thank you, Pinochet, sponsoring today's show. Patrice Lumumba wanted the people of the Congo to benefit from their own resources. 3 days before JFK was elected, the CIA and Belgium had him killed. Wow. Is that surprising to anybody? No. I think that was when JFK started to really put his eyeballs on what was happening in the intelligence community at that point. So thanks for the super chat again, Pinochet's helicopter tours, and for the history lesson. I'm sure everybody enjoys.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. I think I got a member chat from Jaffo. And it's, hey, Culture, hope your Friday is well. It is. It's going very well. Yeah. Can't drink Blue Moon? Nope. Yep, just saw yeah. Elysian is on the list. Yeah, this list is extensive. 160 brands. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Michelob, 9/11 Dominican Republic, 10 Barrel Brewing, Alexander Keith's, Highball, on Andes, Antarctica, Aqua Fratelli Vita, Babes Wine, Branded Peak, Best Damn Brewing Company, Blue Point Brewing, Blue Star, Boggett, Bohemia. Wow, that's a bummer. Brahma. It's a bummer. Of course, anything in the Budweiser brand, Breckenridge Brewery. My gosh, it's extensive, guys. It's extensive. Hey, Apollomies picks up and delivers Miller Coors. Awesome, Apollomies. That's a fun gig. Yeah. My family has 4 Belgian draft horses. They can be a handful to take care of in Florida. Holy cow, I bet, my friend. My goodness. Just drink an IPA. As long as it's not owned by Anheuser-Busch, that's probably a decent idea. Eduardo Guerrero for 125 Mexican peso. Thank you, my friend. I just say send back south of the border, whatever. Anheuser-Busch InBev, Grupo Modelo related stuff, Corona, special Modelo. Alcoholics down here end up kissing everybody anyways while being drunk. Oh my goodness. Love that. It's a great take. And yeah, here, this one's for you, Eduardo.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from culture towards you on this day. Or they can, but, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
I truly appreciate it, my friend. Got a member chat from AJ Speaks. What's going on? Says, hey, Sugar, is there any wine on that list? I couldn't find any. Let me go through it again. You know what? Let me share the list. Why don't we do this together? This will be fun. Thank you for inspiring that, AJ. Let's get it on. Let's show off the list. The list. Okay. We'll start at the top. Look at this. All right. So here's their page on Wikipedia. These are their brands. These are the Budweiser brands, of course. Busch Light, Corona, Modelo, Victoria, all these wonderful Mexican brands. Natural Light. Nobody drinks Natty Light. Shock Top. Peterman Artois. Stella Artois. Artois Bach, and Ziegenbach. Okay, so let's get into it. So in Europe, they have Beck's, Lowenbrau, holy cow, Bellevue, Boddington's, like I said, huge bummer. You have Brouwerij, Bostels in Belgium, Breda, Musel in Luxembourg, Camden Town Brewery, Norok in Romania, Chernigivisk in Ukraine, or Jiboom in the Netherlands. I hope I said that right. Probably not. Diebels, all these European brands, right? So far, these are just beers. St. Pauli Grill, huge bummer. Hoegaarden, huge bummer. Look at all these things that I'm never drinking again. That's crazy. So Asia. These are all the Asian beers. I'm trying to see if there's any on here I'm going to weep about. Nope. There's a couple China beers that are good, though. Zhejiang, pretty good. Lots of rice in that. It's not racist, it's true. There's Labatt. Look at all these. Landshark, bummer. And then all the Budweiser brands, of course. All the Bud Light versions. Mill Street Brewery, Michelob, bye-bye. Look at all of these. It's crazy. There's a bunch of African beers. Yeah, I don't see any wines here at all. Whew. Whew. Beck's? Really? Sorry. Yeah. What about Rene Artois? Hey, what's up, Adam? No market manipulation in that list. No. Sarcasm abounds. Yeah, distilleries and breweries, different animals, as is vineyards and vintners. Is there a link to the list? It's just the Wikipedia for AB-InBev brands. You know what? I'll post it. Why not? Won't hurt if you're on YouTube. Guinness isn't there, so you can drink a meal. Yeah, a whole loaf of bread. That's how big Guinness is. Goodness. Our good friend E. Clay Thomason for $2 says pseudo weave. Yeah, thank you. Is there a bash prompt around? Oh, Clay.
Wow, it looks like I just found your house back there. Ya bum.
Bah! Yeah, German brands, bummer. Yeah. Didn't see Angry Orchard. Let me double check. I'll keep going. No, I don't see I don't see Angry Orchard. I know Johnny Appleseed's on that list. King Cobra. The only wines that are even wine related are going to be the Babe wines, but that's really just kind of a beer wine cooler mix thing. Very strange. Yeah, sorry about that. So I put the list in the chat, or the link to the list, which is really just a, what do you call it? A wiki. So yeah, it's a bummer, right? Stella, bye-bye. Corona, bye-bye. Corona used to be my go-to, especially in the summer, like cookouts and stuff. Dos Equis is still safe. We'll see. Katie Bear's like, well, the Dutch beers on the list aren't any I drink. One bottle I drink per year doesn't do much impact anyways. Well, good for you. Yeah, moonshine. There you go. Japanese wine, indeed. Hey, Jonas, how's it going, buddy? He says they couldn't have just marketed one of those. They could have just marketed one of those existing less prominent brands. No, of course not. They had to trans the one they know the rednecks like. Well, I don't know. I really don't think they expected things to go the way that they did, Jonas. And if they did have the foresight and they moved forward on it anyway, well, they get what they deserve. Yeah. 630 brands, says Black. Yeah. You mean globally? That doesn't surprise me. Hey, look at this. Jen gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Well, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Jen. In fact, you get you're a gold mine. You're a gold mine, Jen. Thank you. That's very generous.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thank you so very much, Jen. I appreciate that. Hey, look, it's Keely Chow. Roll Tide, my friend. Any news on Twisted Metal? Not that I've heard. I'd have to look it up, my friend. Would have to look it up. Yeah, I mean, if you had a lot of foresight, you could have made money on buying up the alternative brands like Molson Coors and other things like that. I guarantee you that's a clean was a clean investment. I'm not a Seagram's wine cooler guy. I like wine. A nice Pinot Noir. Yeah, there's Moolinda. That's right. Yeah. I don't want to see anybody lose their job. Me either, Jonas. Me either. But I also appreciate the definitive nature of AB's problems in the wake of their decision. I agree with you. Jonas, do you see a way out of this? I don't. I don't see a way out of this for them unless they come out and apologize and then turn down the ESG money. And that's rather involved. I mean, Andre did a great video about that today on Midnight's Edge. So they're in a real bind. I mean, they're already being boycotted by the folks that are all for this identity ideology. So you already lost them. You could fix it and just go after the people that you would normally sell to. Make an apology. but you need that sweet ESG money to be your stopgap financing. So, yeah. KRNet82, what's up? You may have to pixelate the udders. Why? It's a cow. Labatt sold in America. Oh, hey, Blue Tiger, is this true? Is Canadian owned by Anheuser? What? Blue Light is okay? Oh, I did not know that. Thank you for that, Blue Tiger. Appreciate it. Hail the 199. Clonmel. I'll look it up. This is crazy. Never thought I'd have to parse through all of this stuff in my life. Let's see, Clonmel. Yeah, I don't see Clonmel anywhere. And the other one is Heverly. Heverly. Looking. I don't see it. Still kind of bummed about Land Shark. Yeah, I don't see Heverly, so I think you're good. Anyway, so much for beer. Jonas says, I don't, not anytime soon. Yeah, I don't see a way out of it for them. They'd have to piss off the other side of the market. Well, the other side of the market's not that big. And let's just be fair. Yeah, they'd have to buy a competitor. That was also true. We'll have to see what happens. You have a great situation there, Hemorrhoid Hurts. Yeah. You know, one of my favorite channels is an Australian guy. He's great. His name is Mark, and he is known as Self-Sufficient Me. I can't wait to get to Australia and meet y'all, but he's somebody I definitely want to talk to. Darius Munchausen for $1.49 sends a super sticker. Thank you, Darius. Do appreciate that, my friend. And once again, thank you, Jen, for the gifted memberships. Trying not to miss anything. Of course, Darius Munchausen's super sticker is a box of popcorn. It's telling. A lot of people are drinking Coors Light. Yep. It's a beer my dad drinks. So. Somebody said something brilliant. Hang on a minute. Mike Linux asks, is it possible the ESG people will give them leeway until they stabilize? You can't give ground. You can't give ground. You can't admit that it's a failure. You can't admit that the market has power over you. You can't. Hey, what's up, Logic's Finest? Good to see you. Greetings from Lizzo the Hut. She asks an age-old question. What is a woman? I don't know. There's Mags. Hey, Mags. Yeah, Grupo Modelo. That I see twice a week when I commute entering the historical Grupo Modelo production facility in Largo Alberto Street in Mexico City to work every day. Mexico City's amazing. Just massive. It's a living thing. It's very cool. I've been there a long time. In 1979, the U.S. allowed home winemaking. Well, we weren't going to be able to stop it. Yeah. Grumpy old Ninja Kintaro OA. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a minute. For $5 says BCS. I never get to do these days. Become cultured today by smashing that like and joining Culture's channel. Good people and hi, Culture. Good to see you, my friend. Great to see you, as a matter of fact. I know you're working on stuff. I'm going to have to check in with you and check out some of that stuff you've been doing. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. And let's get you a good one here. Wow. There you go. I appreciate you. I may have to figure out how to make potatoes into vodka. Where to put the still? Stills smell. Put it someplace outside. And have charcoal filters if you can, because wow. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? 66 Starship Aliens. Been a minute. Several minutes, in fact. I haven't seen you. Hope everything's going well. It says, hey, Culture, a question. My workplace has accepted a they, them. And I'm an internal auditor. This them person is not good. How do I tell the company that this they person should be let go? It's always best done in pure numbers. It doesn't, you don't have to, again, never let it get to a reference point, that identity reference point. That person, no matter what they identify as, they have a name. Use their name. Let's call them Beverly. Okay, or let's call them Morgan, right? Let's do that. So you say Morgan, or you don't even say that. You go to whoever the powers that be, and you say, look, I have been auditing Morgan. These are the reasons that things are not going well. There is a pattern and a history here, and Morgan may likely cause us great harm in the future if we don't allow this person to leave now, or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't say it exactly that way, but you never let the identity aspect of it enter the conversation, and then you should be relatively safe, I would think. But I'm like I said, that would be how I would handle it. Now, whether or not I got to keep my job after saying something like that or to that same effect, I don't know. A lot of it's going to depend on the company that you work for. But if they respect you and you've done a serviceable job for a very long period of time, I wouldn't imagine that they would question your integrity and your capability. I mean, that's what I would do. That's just me. Your mileage may vary, though. I mean, like I said, I don't know the circumstance of the situation, but that's you just say if it comes down to something else, that might be if you're talking about a good person, if they're abusing people or whatever, that's an entirely different conversation. That goes straight to HR. That's not even any of that. So, I mean, if they're abusing staff, it doesn't fly. It doesn't fly. And I'm not sure what your policies and procedures would be for write-ups and things like that, and or how they would handle the interpersonal relationship problems that come along with abusive people in the workplace. So, anyway, those are just thoughts. But I would never let the identity thing enter into the conversation. Oh, they brought him in as a diversity hire. Oh, wow. I don't know how to speak to that. I really wish I could give you better advice. Like I said, documentation's always your friend. I Anytime when I was in the corporate world, anytime that I would address a circumstance where somebody wasn't performing, even if they were a direct report of mine, and especially if they were a direct report of mine, I would always document everything, every missed metric, the whole 9 yards. Really, honestly, you have to have just a ton of paperwork, a lot of metrics you can point to where somebody's underperforming. Yeah, I don't know what else to say in that matter. It probably isn't very helpful, but without even more information. I hate that you're in that position. It sucks to, have an employee that underperforms or is, detrimental to an entire team. It's not good. Yeah, this is the way to go. You always make sure that anything is related to performance and not identity. The identity thing should never enter into the conversation. Never, ever. Never, ever. Hey, Catsilla's here. Greetings. You're late for pre-boarding. Yeah, we're almost done though. We only have a little bit to go. We only have a little bit longer to go. Maybe another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, in short, stick to normal procedures. Thank you, Read by Nature. Yes, I was stumbling over my words trying to find a better way to say it. Magitek Mag, see ya, everything. Yeah, I hope that's not true. Disclaimer, yeah, I'm not a HR professional, so yeah, take my words with a grain of salt. I work on a team with 17 women. I'm the only male. I am the diversity hire at my job. Someday I'll get into the fact that I've always been a minority in my own company. I have to talk about that someday. Yeah, always stick to performance and numbers. Yep, those are your friends. I think Christopher Dominguez rolled in because I see Magitek saying hi to Christopher Dominguez. Oh, my one rule: always cover your behind. Yes, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Former corporate accountant. CYA is life. Yeah. Like I said, if you have documentation that goes a long, long way in the corporate world, the more mountainous that can be, the better. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Oh, this is another good decision. Logic's finest. Yeah, if you can afford that. My C++ teacher was a lady, best programming instructor. Yeah, it doesn't. None of that matters. I think my first official enterprise networking class was the instructor was female, and it really taught me how to think through enterprise level assembly stuff. So way back when I was in IT. Darius runs a gentleman's club. Well, how did you know? Here you go. Zavin is here as a compliance analyst. There you go. I always try to think like an auditor who was smarter than me. Oh, there you go. Well, Starship, if you're not a fan of your boss, I would document that you took all of this mountainous paperwork that you have and just continue to stack it up. Just continue to stack it up. And then, stack up the times you've gone to your boss and tried to do this, because when something screws up, and it will, maybe you solve two problems. I'm a little devious like that. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Yes, or prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Yes, indeed. Both of those works. 20 years on Wall Street. I own my own business now. I've been through what you're going through. A lot of people have. God, I wanted to fire somebody so bad. was like took me like 16 months. They were tearing down the team I was running, and I was like, this guy just sucks. Took forever, but I documented. Hey, Mr. White. Sorry I'm late. Got a note from my mom. That's awesome. I hope. Speaking of mom, it's Mom's Day on Sunday, guys. Don't forget your mom. You're here because of mom. Yeah. What's up, Punk Trace? What's going on? Seattle Kraken. There you go. There you go. Learn the yeah. It's not so bad to learn how to code. There you go. It's like getting a kid to try new food. Company internal auditors have a limit. We check external and internal procedures, but we are limited. I feel bad. Well, you got a lot of support here. Everybody's gonna always say document. But yeah. What else did you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about the Disney company performance? They're down again today. They don't look good. Long-term performance for that company is bad. Losing market cap. Yeah, I know it's hard. Yeah. John Platt sends a £3 sterling super chat. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Or a super sticker. What did you send to me? Oh, it's a little lemon head guy. You know, you can put those lemon head candies into a vodka. Just crush it up first. Yeah. Just saying. Kind of delicious. But you get this one. This is a rare one.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street. But instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Disney's going down. They went down another buck today. Let's see if we can pull their stock up too. I'm still logged out, right? Okay. Anybody watch the coronation? I didn't. Yeah, so yeah, we're down. Yeah, we're at 91.99. After hours is back to even. That's interesting. But it closed at 92.31. It's down 91.99. It's down a bit. Look at this day. Look at this trading day. Little bump at the end. Dunk. It's been as low as 84 this year. And I remember my buy was at 86 or 87. Again, I'm not suggesting any investment ideas, but just a recollection on my part. So, do parents of fur babies count up for Mother's Day? Absolutely, fur babies. That's right. You got to love them pets. You should love your pets, but don't love your pets. You know what I mean? Yeah. Old joke. Disney's an unburied dead corpse. Eduardo. I don't know if it's that dire, but they're having a rough go. Indeed. Babylon 5 is coming back. Yes, it is. Looks like a bum. Culture just looks relaxed. I look relaxed all the time. I try to be relaxed. Want to be around for a while. I do. Punk Trace sends a super sticker. Thank you for that, Punk Trace. Hope you're doing well, man. Good dude. Punk Trace sent me a evil smiley face. Thank you very much. And of course, my good buddy Darren Hughes sends a member chat. Been a member for 11 months and a wrench for a long time, and a good friend. Says, happy Friday, Preflight, Culture, and everyone. Moms have a nice Mother's Day, and everyone have a great weekend. Well, there you go. Thank you for that, Darren. And I wish everybody the same. I truly do. John's like, no, I didn't watch the King's coronation. Well, just asked. Hey, there's Snowdub. He's awesome. He's got a Saturday show that's worth watching, especially if I'm not on it. The puppets didn't let me talk. It's fun, though. I'm a big fan of vodka. Found out recently that Pole put syrup in their... I don't know what any of that means. But thank you, Izaj Melody. Somebody can translate for me. Not the same without a puppet co-host. I know. Maybe next Friday. Well, hey, just let me know when you are around and we'll make it happen. Who the F watches Disney now? LOL. Are you 5 years old? Just kidding. No, I'm just... Hey, let me tell you. You have Disney adults and Disney lifestylers, right? And the lifestylers are super pixie dust infused human beings. And yeah. This is not translating well on my little gizmo here. Let's see if we can fix it. That better? Worse? Different? Yeah, there you go. Looks like a weird Halloween decor now. But anyway, yeah, they didn't do good today. And I think that they're gonna struggle for a while. Here we go. This is not an ad you want to see. This will just be fun to cover real quick. From the street. We have to go to the street, apparently. All right. So from the article on the street, I'm just going to leave the title there. Doug Cass, the mouse is not roaring anymore. They may provide long-term value, but there's no clear pathway to streaming profitability. As I noted in my daily diary on Real Money Pro on the day, Wednesday, of Disney's planned earnings release, after the close, I materially reduced my Disney long at 103 a share, moving from a large to a small sized. That's crazy. Disney's share price performance has been abysmal over 2023. And for that matter, over the last several years. I agree with that. Let's examine my trading name. We've already talked about that, but yeah, sold a bunch of stuff. So his take. So he says, I like Disney long term. Oh, wow. He's gone through all these blog posts. I don't think any of that's important. Okay. So after the close on Wednesday, Disney disappointed investors with weak guidance and deepening streaming losses, poor sub growth. This should not have been terribly surprising after Paramount and Warner's weaker than expected results. There you go. Disney's linear and legacy networks are deteriorating post-haste. That's true. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. If you're Disney, yeah, you're not doing good. And the park business is the only thing that's keeping them afloat. Streaming is a business of profitless prosperity. Though the case for industry consolidation is now more compelling. I knew this was going to happen. Very low expectations. A lot of short-term shortfalls. That's bad. Whoa, this is rough, Jason. Speaking of walking corpses, have you seen Senator Feinstein? Yeah, not good. We should not have like living like embodiment of like the crypt keepers like running our government. Sorry. We're getting ready to lose people, I suspect. Tuck and roll, everybody. Tuck and roll. PWO equals beer. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Wrenches. That's right. Holy cat. Look at this massive super chat from our good friend Catzilla. It's a cat sticker. You know, you're going to get that you're going to get the cheese one. You're going to get the cheese one. For $20, the super sticker says, "You are amazing." No, honestly, you are amazing. You're so amazing. This is cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
It is some sweet cheddar. Thank you so very much for your generosity. I appreciate that, Catzilla. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. Disney apologists are working overtime. Yeah. A lot of people are taking their kids to Universal right now. Pinot shoots helicopter tours for another $5. Says, "I don't have a dog in the fight, but the no pores or anyone right amount allowed signs outside the park was a bit overkill and uncalled for. Just saying." Sometimes people don't exercise the best judgment. Sometimes an idea may seem good, may get a lot of approval from your local group, and maybe not play well otherwise. I think that's a lot of what CNN experienced for many, many years, which put them in a position where they are an also-ran network. And that doesn't translate well in any language, whether it be Disney or not. Anyway, thank you for the super chat once again, my friend. Well, I think I've given you all of them today.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from culture towards you on this day. Or they can, but, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
And thank you very much, Pinochet. Appreciate you, my friend. $2 from Pilgrim Media. What's going on, Pilgrim Media? They are gaslighting too big to fail gobshite. Yes, they are. And it's not true. People have been saying this for a while now. I'm like, you realize if there are criminal charges levied against Disney for anything like that they could have allegedly be involved in, like maybe some alleged securities fraud amongst other things. Anything criminal would cause that company to tumble. Yeah. The leadership's caught up in that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm tired of the too big to fail concept because it's not true. Things should be let to fail. Yep. Thank you for the super chat, even though this is going to be kind of a funny one.
Wow. See why I only did $2? Huh.
There you go. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. I know I got another one coming up. I saw something for somebody else. But thank you, Pilgrim Media. My thoughts on Picard Season 3. It doesn't fix any of the problems that were created in the first two seasons. I did not get as much enjoyment out of it as many others did. I saw what Terry was trying to do and bring back some of the things that made the older Trek great, specifically TNG. I did get a little tired of the slow pacing of the reintroduction of all the characters from TNG, basically, for the most part. You can call it fan baiting. You can call it fan service. What you can call it, whatever you want. Was there a good story there? Yes. Did it escape from identity politics and any of that other stuff? Not really. But it was better than the first 2 seasons. And it was better than STD. I can't recommend a watch, but I can say there are people who've gotten enjoyment out of it. People that I respect. So there's that. I only watched it because I was asked to. So I could contribute to some conversations. Victor Fontaine, what's up, Vic? Says for $4.99, hey, Culture, happy Friday. What is the next movie you're going to see in a theater? I'm skipping Fast X and Spider-Verse, not sure about Transformers. I have to see Fast X and I have to see Transformers. I'm skipping Spider-Verse. No, for no other reason than I didn't like the first film. I wasn't a fan of the animation style. I don't really care about what happened in it. Doesn't really, it just story didn't appeal to me. The character is the character, but for me, it was just I didn't enjoy the animation. I didn't think the story was great, but a lot of people loved it. It was released back in 2018. The opening weekend was $35 million. And the idea that they're wildly over projecting this film, the Across the Spider-Verse film, at somewhere around 70, 80 million. Maybe it gets there. I just don't see it. It's got a very small demographic appeal. It's a tiny little box. You're not going to pull in a bunch of younger audiences. It's got a ton of identity politics in it, and just not sure how appealing that's going to be broadly. And again, is it Sony's opportunity to possibly turn off Spider-Man fans? Yeah, I wouldn't mess with your brand like that, but that's just me. Thanks for the super chat, my friend. You get one of these.
Wow. It's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
You got the 100th episode of Tribble Bites. Awesome. Well, there you go. If you want to catch up with Star Trek, check out Jason's channel, Sci-Fi for Me TV. His crew does a great job there. I think James Gunn's Suicide Squad was very good. I enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. Over the top violence. Kind of think they killed the wrong people in that particular film, but James Gunn's baby. It got you the show Peacemaker, which I don't find appealing, but others do. So there you are. Hemorrhoid Hurts is looking for udders. We'll see. We'll see. You know what? Maybe we got Dave Bob here saying, wash your hands if you handle Disney or InBev. That's right. Wash your hands. I always tell you to wash your hands, guys. Big fan of washing your hands. Dave Bob, don't take this personal.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
There you go. Yeah. Read by Nature says season 3 maybe could have been better served as a movie, but it's really good in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed it. Like I said, I don't want to be overly harsh on it. Like I said, at least it held together. It told a good story. There's, they tried to steer away from things that really made it hard to make a good program. Sometimes you just don't trust people with agendas with certain things. Because then you end up with Rings of Power or STD or whatever. Oh, look at this. This is generous super chat from M. Tax Shark for $10. Says, amen on your take on Picard V3. I just like the Skywalker cameo on Mando. Way too little, way too late. Thanks. Yeah. like you said, Picard was ruined for me the 2 previous seasons, and I wasn't going to venture into it at all had I not been asked. So that's my take. And you know what? You're a gold mine, M Tax Shark. I appreciate your support for as long as you've been here, and of course with this generous super chat.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thanks once again. Vic, yeah, I think the July 12th, the Mission Impossible film, going to be great. Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Part 2 are going to earn a ton of money. I lowered my projection for it a little bit. That might change again, but I lowered it down to right around $900 million. I think it's going to be just shy of $1 billion. But I may revise it once again, maybe upward. It's going to depend on a lot of factors. But I think it's going to do rather well. Yeah, Suicide Squad needs more suicide. Well, the first film gave you plenty of that, right, Starship? Spider-Man, my Spider-Man was more interesting, true. Loved the Batman. Waiting for something different from the dying superhero genre. I think you're going to get it. Elizabeth, you haven't seen Mario yet. What's wrong? Don't care for P hard. There you go, Tim Hayes. There you go. Bologna sausage. By the way, the bologna sausage t-shirt is on the way, guys. Pretty soon I'll have that available for you to claim. Holy cow. Look at this generous donation. 10 Culture Casino memberships from our good friend, Tender Warriors 68. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate that. You guys are amazing. Wow. So generous. Well, guys, hopefully we can turn all the names green here on the channel. That's the goal. And Tenure Warrior is one of the people that's helping to contribute to make that happen. Thank you so very much. You get the cheddar one. Yes. Thank you for the cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys.
Thanks once again, Tenure Warrior. I do truly appreciate it. We are winding down, folks. I want to say thanks for being here. The massive wine glass is too big to fail. Well, it's too big to drink, let me tell you. You guys are great. I do appreciate it. Please offer the bologna sausage t-shirt in women's sizes. I will. Actually, I'm having it crafted on some more fitted clothing for ladies eventually. So keep your eyes open for that. But no, we'll have men's and women's size t-shirts as well. So yes, I do think you guys will get a kick out of that. Yeah, the new merch store, you're going to be able to pick a whole lot of things. And then there's going to be some very specialized merchandise. I have a small sampling of the new hat that's going to be available in Dallas. It's based on this sticker right here, which you will be getting for free in Dallas, along with the green poker chips for while supplies last, if you don't already have one. But there are going to be a handful of hats available for sale. They're not cheap. These are high quality fitted hats. So very cool stuff in Dallas. I think a hamster superhero would be fantastic, or squirrel, or anything like that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. All right. With that being said, we do need to get out of here. I do appreciate all of the massive support I got today. You guys are wonderful and generous and just the best. For all the members, I'm going to be putting a member stream together, not this weekend, but next weekend. So we'll be doing that next weekend. So you will have gotten three member chats, member streams, excuse me, with inside of 4 weeks. So there are benefits to being a member. And on that note, just thank you. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Do not forget Mother's Day. Mom is the reason you're here. And with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. Oh, and Dallas meetup, June 8th on Thursday. Date and location coming soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Be seated. This time we're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.
They have Jay Longbone over on Friday Night Tights. I'm going there right now. Bye.